Artie in Charlotte. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
How are you?
Good, good. Hey, I'm not going to take up a whole lot of your time because I'm an atheist and agnostic as well, and but I just wanted to run something by you. I was listening to a debate between Mike Licona and Richard Carrier, and one of the things that Mike Licona said was that the appearance of Jesus to Paul and to the apostles was proof of the resurrection.
How can you call something proof if you can't confirm it happened at all?
Well, right. And it's interesting that Russell is on today because I've heard him make reference to Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide, where he talks about the Vogons and transmitting their message to the whole planet about their intentions.
Were you emailing us last week? Just curious.
No.
Oh, it's a coincidence.
Actually, I just called in today.
All right.
But anyway, I guess my point is, and I can take it off the air. But my point is, why would God have not made His intentions known to a much larger group of people?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe you can find him and ask him. It's one of the many things that I find very curious. I mean, if you look at Christianity in the big picture, you purportedly have this being who has an important message for everybody, and yet he communicates it in the most inefficient and kind of fungible ways possible of delivering it to a handful of people who report it in languages that surely this being must know are going to die out, be subject to interpolations and forgeries and stuff. And it's like the Bible's like a comedy of errors. Things just keep going wrong for this guy, and he keeps trying to fix it, including let's wipe everybody off the face of the earth and hit the reset button, and oh, crap, that failed. So now I'm just going to pick one group of people, and then, I'm going to come down and take human form and be a sacrifice to myself to act as a loophole for rules that I created. Yet I'm going to leave behind no reliable evidence for that sort of event. So, I mean, if he exists, he's a buffoon. I mean, there's no, I'm sure I'm going to irritate a bunch of Christians of, you're placing yourself above God. You bet your ass. I'm way above the guy that your book describes, both with regard to my moral positions and I'd have to say intellect. How dumb do you have to be to have this comedy of errors occur? So I agree with you that it's absurd. I'm going to let them kill me, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm not going to offer evidence, but I'm going to appear to a couple people here and there, and they're not going to be able to offer supporting evidence. It's like he doesn't understand the very nature of reason as it applies to the universe, or the way the brains that he purportedly gave us work.
It's an ingenious plan.
Right. And I guess the last thing I was going to say was, if the message was so important, why wouldn't he let a much larger audience know about it?
Right.
Why just one guy, Paul, and then a few apostles? Why not, like the Vogons and Hitchhiker's Guide, why not let
beaming
the whole
a message
world know
to all of Earth
once,
simultaneously was the point of that.
It's been posited before as a bit of a joke that in fact a God exists, but the actual test that it's conducting is one of intelligence and critical thinking, and to see who's going to be gullible or not.
Yeah, that would be a good fake out. Look, the Bible may not just be a book written by a bunch of local ignorant sheep herders who were writing about stuff within their very limited experience to each other and writing down some extremely ignorant laws that just happened to sound good at the time. But if it isn't, then God sure made a lot of effort to make it look like it. It's kind of like something James Randi once said to Uri Geller, the spoonbender guy. He said he could do it through magic, but he'd be doing it the hard way.
Yeah.
And same thing with the Bible. The Bible could be magical, but it sure looks like a bunch of primitive tribesmen writing down stuff that sounds good to them.
Right. Hey, well, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate everything you guys do, and keep up the hard work.
Sure. Thanks, Artie.
All right, thanks, man.